Choose an exaggerated example to kind of prove this point. This is a 1968 Cadillac Calais. When I was in high school, my dad had one just like it. He got it out of an estate, almost like new, super low miles. Big 472 cubic inch engine in it. We called it the Land Yacht. It was longer than a full-size Ford pickup. Ran great, not a scratch on it. I learned how to drive in that car. Not that exact car, but one just like it. So imagine I borrow that car and I bring it back in less than the shape it was in when I borrowed it. When I tell you that the seats in that car were nicer than all the furniture in my house right now, that's not an exaggeration. It was like a combination of I don't even know. It was like embroidered and satin and leather, like fancy. It was like sitting on a couch in the front seat, right? So imagine I borrow that car and I'd torn one of the seats. Or I'd ripped the oil pan off the bottom because I was chasing a thrill on a back road. Or I dented it up by being careless. Think he'd ever let me borrow that car again? See, I'm using this exaggerated example because when you look at a car like that and I talk about those kinds of things, I can see you all going, ooh, right? It's easy to look at something like this and recognize that it has value. We might even call it a treasure. I'd like to still have that car. They definitely don't make them like this anymore, right? It is. It'd be a treasured possession. But do you realize that each of us is only one of one that God made? That our time and our talent and the things that God blesses us with are also treasures? Our time, our talent, our treasures, they're finite resources. Anybody have more than 24 hours in a day? I was hoping somebody did. I need some. I was talking to Matt this morning just out in the lobby. It's amazing. God always makes sure there's enough time, enough resources. There's not an abundance, but if I think about it, I'm never really struggling. There's always enough. Right? And those finite resources that we're blessed with, they really belong to God. He's the master. We just stored them for a little while we're here. How are we using them? Are we taking that land yacht out for a nice cruise? Or are we driving it like we stole